In this video, I demonstrate how to repair a rotted section of wood, in this case, a deck framing board with a really big hole in it, so stick around. When removing old deck boards for the deck rebuild project, I came across a deck framing board with a rotted out hole that I felt needed to be addressed. So the first thing I did was try to vacuum out loose debris and sawdust to get a better look at the damaged area. Then I used a pick to test feel how solid the remaining wood was. I then used a chisel to try to remove the remaining softwood spots that I could. Now I also created a little recessed channel in the stringer board where a surface crack was present, as this step will help in an upcoming repair step. The hole was deeper and in worse shape than I expected, however I still felt I could repair the damage at least to the point where any future rotting potential could be minimized. I vacuumed the hole one last time to clean out the hole before proceeding. Then I took a long deck screw and screwed it into the good wood below the hole. I left the top half of the screw up in the hole to help act as an anchor for the resin filling compounds. I started with fiberglass resin, mixing in the appropriate amount of hardener. I then added the resin into the hole. Now the concept here is the thin liquid resin would work its way into any cracks and fill voids deep in the wood, sealing off future water penetration and perhaps even adding some strength. I also added resin to the surface channel I created to seal off that crack. I let the resin cure to a hardened state and then mixed up another batch for a second fill application. In this pour, I added another couple screws that would stick partially in this resin to anchor the additional layers to be added. I then let the resin cure. Now the plan from this point was to fill the rest of the hole with a two-part filler compound similar to auto body repair compounds. Like with the resin before, I mixed up a small batch with the appropriate amount of hardener. I then added the first layer into the hole, trying to fill the bottom and cover the edges. It didn't look pretty, but the hole was getting filled. I let this application harden, then prepared another batch of filler by mixing in the hardener. With this mix, I was able to fill the rest of the hole and smooth out the surface. And after hardening, I used a coarse grit sanding block to smooth down any raised areas so there would not be any interference with the deck boards. The framing board is completely filled and now water should not be able to penetrate. For insurance, I decided to attach another framing board to this repaired one to add additional structure and a better spot to screw the new deck boards to. Now this type of repair should work well for this decking application, but it may not add any structural integrity to the board itself, and that's one of the reasons why I added that extra piece of lumber. In a situation where structural integrity is important, it might be best to replace the whole damaged board just with a new piece just to be safe. In any case, I hope you found this video helpful. Please give it a like, subscribe, and consider hitting the notification bell if interested in more videos showing how home repair projects can be done by yourself. Thanks for watching. I'm Mr. Kistel.